Hi. Yes, we had an email exchange on this, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to come back to you. I'm going to answer in English. It's quite technical. But I can answer also in French later if you want.
So under the 2017 CEF energy call, the construction of the Cyprus gas to EU LNG regasification terminal was granted 101 million euros in EU financial assistance. This is a decision which was actually taken in February 2018 as far as the Commission part is concerned. So this is a project of common interest, and the objective is to end the energy isolation in Cyprus to allow a shift from oil to natural gas for electricity generation, which has an impact, of course, on greenhouse gas emissions. So in September 2019, a consortium led by a Chinese company was selected as the preferred bidder for the construction of the terminal. Following the normal public procurement procedures, the Commission doesn't intervene in these procedures, which are managed at the national level. I can confirm what was in that article, that we have received some complaints related to this procedure, but we found no evidence of any infringements of EU public procurement legislation, which notably doesn't provide for the mandatory exclusion of companies from third countries for such award procedures. You mentioned a couple of other technical questions to do with the capacity of the bidder and the cost of the bid. I'm afraid I don't have that information to hand, but we are following up with our experts on that, and I can come back to you hopefully in the course of the afternoon. I think that's all I have to say from my side for the moment.
Merci beaucoup, Tim. Virginie, est-ce que tu...
Thank you, Tim. Virginie, would you like to add anything on EU-China relations? Yes, thank you. No, I'd rather not add anything at this stage. We will have the opportunity to discuss the relations with China with the High Representative himself. Tomorrow there will be a press briefing following the strategic dialogue, so I'm not going to dwell on this any further at this point. Follow-up from Alain. Could I add something? This type of contract, it does lead to certain issues to some people and in some countries. Can you say that it's business as usual from a political point of view as far as the Commission is concerned? Answer. As you know, when it comes to public procurement, well, it's not it's a delicate exercise. And it does lead to a high number of questions. The process, however, is based on has a legal basis. And what matters for us is that the legal texts that flank this process have been respected. Well, after that, you could say that there are questions of a political nature, of public procurement in general, how these decisions are taken and so on. And in this area, I'd like to recall the fact that the Commission has made suggestions in the past, notably on the international procurement instrument. That's a proposal that we've had on the table for some time now, and that is under discussion at Council, and that looks at reciprocity in terms of public procurement and the possibility of adopting certain measures when that's not the case. But if we're solely looking at legislation that is currently in force, well, right now we can say that the procedure seems to have gone according to have respected the rules. We've received a number of comments on this, and the relevant checks have been carried out. So that's all we can say for the time being.